We're living in challenging times, and as business people, as business owners, as leaders, we have to learn to adapt, adjust, and respond. As a leader, you've got to become very good at managing change. And today I'm going to talk to you about two things that you can apply immediately to improve your business. Well, there's only three things that you can do to improve a business. Number one, you can generate more leads. But what you might have learned is there might not be any extra buyers in today's market. So maybe that's not going to work. Number two, you can increase your sales. You can raise your prices, or you can get the same people to buy more often. But according to some business leaders out there, they tell me that, Daniel, it's a race to the bottom. What does that mean? It means that the lowest priced service provider might get the work. Now, it doesn't mean it's the best work, but it's a race to the bottom. People just keep lowering their prices. So right now, that may not be an effective strategy. Or thirdly, what you can do is you can cut costs. Now, let me say this. You can't grow a business and you can't scale a business by cutting costs. Ultimately, you have to sell your way out of a challenging situation. But for some of you, it might not happen right now. So, to make sure that you can keep the doors open for another month, for another week, for another day, then you've got to get good at cutting costs. Let me tell you a story. When I was with Emirates Airline, we went through the global financial crisis. And one of the first things that Emirates Airline did was they did cost-cutting exercises. They applied the 80-20 principle. They had a look at the 80% of things that customers appreciated, and they deleted all the other 20% of things that the customers didn't care about. There was things that Emirates Airline used to put on the meal trays that people didn't eat. It looked good, it sounded good on paper, but at the end of the flight, it was thrown away. So essentially what Emirates Airlines was doing was they were throwing things in the bin. So they got smart and they said, well, let's stop putting it on the meal tray. And immediately they started to save millions of dollars. Why? Because Emirates Airline, let's say, for example, 50 million people a year are traveling on their airlines. They might provide 3 meals to each person.